Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
You're probably looking at the title and think and if you weren't a big fan of South Park or Star Trek, you probably think how do they go together? Well, Star Star Trek has been in a lot of reference in a lot of shows.
Let's go make first contact before someone else gets all their shit.
What about this?
South Park did it 4 years ago, Morty.
They're fast.
Or we're slow.
South Park, the show that Rick and Morty wish it could be, but isn't. Heck, even Seth MacFarlane has referenced it in Family Guy. However, surprisingly, South Park has referenced it quite a many times. And that is in a show I never thought, South Park and Star Trek. Well, I mean, then again, we do say imitation is most sincere from flattery, don't we? And so in this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 references to Star Trek in South Park. And basically, to give you a little details, this isn't going to be say, okay, this is say the top 5, the best, and all that. This is going to be coming from my own opinion, and keep in mind, I have not watched the entirety of South Park, and I haven't watched all the episodes of the show, nor have I watched all of Star Trek. So there might be some parts of, references where you find, hey, you missed this one. If I hadn't watched the episode, then I probably wouldn't have found, okay, I get that reference. So, yeah. It sort of delves onto, okay, I understand that. So that works for me. So without further ado, let's go in right. Go on to number 5. So as say a lot of people know in Star Trek, one of the most famous quotes is said by Mr. Spock from Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, in that, live long and prosper. However, one thing, okay, it is kind of funny, is how it is made fun of and teased in South Park. And it happens in the episode Black Friday, where basically, say, Cartman's trying to pull a prank, a bit of, a scheme, in a way. And I actually kind of think, say, this bit of sequence is actually kind of funny.
Captain, we have an incoming FaceTime request from Eric Cartman. On screen? Hey guys, what's up? Nothing much. We're just about to check out a Class M planet that might have new sources of beryllium. God, these guys are such dorks. Just find out who they're loyal to. Yeah, Big Dong and Prosper.
I mean, it's not something oh my gosh, did you just notice this kind of reference to South Park, to Star Trek? But, yeah. I mean, I kind of think that's kind of funny in all honesty. I mean, it's, it's not offensive or anything like that, but I think it's kind of funny. But, next one. So, Mrs. Claridge in her wheelchair. This reference is a reference to Captain Pike from the episode The Menagerie.
Captain, you'll remember these gentlemen. They wanted to visit you. 2 flashes mean no. I thought you might make an exception for them.
And yeah, this is how they made fun of it in South Park.
Miss Claridge, you all right? You can talk to me, Miss Claridge. I understand. 1 beep for yes and 2 for no. Don't you think you should get out of the street? Look, you don't have to be so cold. I'm just trying to help. Ooh, sorry.
And in all honesty, I kind of think that's a kind of fake, I mean, it's poking fun of, but it's actually a pretty cool kind of, in a kind of way, playful poke at Star Trek, and it's sort of like a way, like, say, yeah, that is actually what happens, like, say, and then so, like, say, okay, Captain Pike has, like, say, this many beeps for yes, or this many beeps for no. So, yeah, it seems rather, like, say, like, Matt Stone and Trey Parker are huge fans of Trek. So, moving on. On the City of Tomorrow, it is basically a reference to an episode of Star Trek, and it also has a dual bit of it, because it involves a red shirt. A red shirt in Star Trek is usually a character who is basically just, like, say, basically just, like, say, a crew member that basically just dies, as I could say, like, oh no, or something like that. And yeah, I actually kind of think this reference is actually kind of funny.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and wait to die with the rest of you. If I make it back, I'll send help. Don't do it, kid. Maybe Miss Crabtree did make up that stuff about the big black monster. Ah! Holy crap, dude!
Also kind of poking fun of, like, say, yeah, that usually does happen in Star Trek. Like, say, a character usually wearing a red shirt will sometimes, bite the bullet at times. Sometimes. Not always. It's usually, like, say, a character that does not have a lot of importance to the plot. And if they're not a mainstay of the crew. Okay, I gotta say, probably, like, say this one, Jeff Bezos as Talasian. My goodness, although, this episode is actually pretty funny in the fact that, they're making fun of, Jeff Bezos. And yeah, looking at Jeff Bezos, yeah.
Mr. Bezos, how great to see you again! How have you been?
I wish I was doing better. Please, Mayor, have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
I actually kind of think it's kind of funny because, yeah, it looks similar to the Star Trek alien.
The vial contains a nourishing protein complex.
Is the keeper actually communicating with one of his animals?
If the form and the color is not appealing, it can appear as any food you wish to visualize.
And yeah, I think it's actually pretty kind of funny. I think it's actually, I mean, I don't know if how Jeff Bezos reacted to this, but who cares about that, what he thinks, in honesty. But, so yeah, I think that was actually a pretty kind of fun one. But, we're moving on to number 1. And the number 1 is... Satan throwing Saddam Hussein into the fire pits of hell. This one is a direct reference to Kirk knocking Krug in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. And that, he, instead of, just him pushing him by, using his foot, it's instead he grabs him and just throws him into that lava, or pit.
Come on, you wick, stupid cumbug, and save me!
That's it! I have had enough of you!
And I think it's got, yes, this actually appeared in the South Park movie, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. And honestly, I think it is actually, it's a very noticeable, reference to Star Trek, in honesty. But, what do you guys think are the best Star Trek references? Put your thoughts in those comments down below. Let me know. And as always, stay for watching, and we'll see you next time. Check you later.